Recently, SCLS had its 14th annual Steam Up Day, which didn't necessarily mean Steam, but Steam was highly encouraged to be run that day. The first engine that was steamed up was a vertical boiler and vertical cylinder propane-fired cliché, as they described it. All equipment here is 7.5-inch gauge and about 1.5 or 1.6 inches to the foot scale, which is about 1/8 scale. After being moved on the transfer table, it was on its way down to the main line going through the yard. I got on the back with the driver, and we were off. When at speed, it sounds more like a gasoline engine than a steam engine. Due to its small size, there was some trouble trying to haul just the two of us alone. There were some issues with the steam engine. However, it's propane fired, so if the boiler ran out of water, the fire could easily be turned off. Because of its issues, I had to bring around one of the club's gasoline engines and push it back to the yard. The next engine that was successfully fired up was a railroad supply 040 switcher, lettered Denver and Rio Grande 450. Meanwhile, in the other steaming bay, a 260, what I believe to be is an Allen mogul, was fired up. and the switcher made its way onto the transfer table to head out onto the main line. After being moved over to the correct track, it was reversed back down the yard towards the main line. This was just luck, honestly. That's one nice thing about being next to active railroad tracks. Then I decided to hop on one of the cars, and we went for a spin. Meanwhile, back at the steaming bays, the 260 was fired up and made its way to the main line after being on the transfer table. The transfer table at SCLS is hand-powered. We don't have many luxuries around here. And they were also off to the races. Meanwhile, the switcher was still making its rounds. However, the 260 also found its own set of problems. Next thing you know, I see it being pushed by the switcher. Both the 040 and 260 are diesel fired. So that means there's no risk of the boiler overheating without water in the boiler. Back at the steaming bays, the engines were fiddled around with to fix any issues that might have come up, or at least attempt to fix any issues. We also got a special surprise from our largest piece of rolling stock, which is based upon a San Francisco cable car. This is our only piece of riding stock that has a physical cover over top, which makes it more like an actual train when one rides in it. And after some time, I decided to hop in the trolley. As the sun was setting, the 040 came out again for another run, but I had to go at this point. So, thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe if you have liked this video. Comment down below to tell me what you think. Also, follow me on Instagram @vintage.rails. And until next time, thank you for watching, and God bless.